To provide a well-rounded perspective on Plato's writings about Atlantis, we will be conducting interviews with three experts in the field: a historian, an archaeologist, and a philosopher. Each expert will provide their insights on the history and significance of Plato's writings about Atlantis. Interview with historian Dr. Jane Smith. Question: can you tell us about the historical context in which Plato wrote about Atlantis? Plato wrote about Atlantis during a time when Greece was undergoing significant changes. Athens had recently been defeated in the Peloponnesian War, and there was a sense of uncertainty about the future. Plato used the story of Atlantis as a cautionary tale about the dangers of pride and excess, and as a way to explore his ideas about ideal societies. Question: do you think Atlantis was a real place, or was it purely a fictional creation? As a historian, I have to say that there is no concrete evidence to support the idea that Atlantis was a real place. However, it is clear that Plato intended this story to be taken seriously, and he describes the geography and architecture of Atlantis in great detail. It is possible that Atlantis was based on some real-life location or civilization that Plato had heard about. Interview with archaeologist Dr. Mark Johnson. Question: can you tell us about any archaeological discoveries that support the existence of Atlantis? There have been many claims of archaeological discoveries that support the existence of Atlantis, but most of them have been debunked as hoaxes or misinterpretations. One example is the supposed underwater city off the coast of Bimini in the Bahamas, which was claimed to be the remains of Atlantis. However, closer examination revealed that the structures were natural rock formations. Question: do you think it's possible that Atlantis was located in the Mediterranean Sea? It's certainly possible, given the number of ancient civilizations that existed in the Mediterranean around the same time period as Plato's writings. However, there is no concrete evidence to support this theory, and it remains purely speculative. Interview with philosopher Dr. David Brown. Question: what do you think was the philosophical significance of Plato's writings about Atlantis? Plato's writings about Atlantis can be seen as a metaphor for the dangers of unchecked ambition and the importance of living in harmony with nature. The story of Atlantis serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of pride and excess, and as a reminder that all great civilizations are ultimately subject to the laws of nature and the whims of the gods. Question: do you think the story of Atlantis still holds relevance today? Absolutely. The story of Atlantis is a timeless reminder of the fragility of civilization and the importance of humility and balance. In our modern age, where we are constantly pushing the limits of technology and progress, the story of Atlantis serves as a reminder that we must always be mindful of the consequences of our actions and the impact they have on the natural world.